Ever wanted to find a quick way to grow your hair really fast? I know I have. So maybe you end up looking for a YouTube video and you come across the latest hair fad with someone claiming that their hair grew 10 inches in 1 week just by using some secret ingredient. So you go out and buy it, and even though you find some success in like 1 week as well, things don't continue to go that well. After the long term, after using these ingredients for a long time, you don't continue to see success like in the beginning. That's kind of what happened to me with the Bergamot, Bayrum and Placenta mixture. Over the past few weeks I've been experimenting, and now I'm ready to uncover what really happens when you try this mixture that no one seems to be talking about. The first thing that I didn't expect was that my wash and go would completely bomb. Because I was spraying the mixture onto my scalp and massaging it into my roots were coated with the product, and that removed some of my curl definition. So my wash day was spoiled very early on. It just got worse over time because I put it in a bun straight from day 2 already. I also brushed my roots to neaten my bun. This just caused more tangles. So a way to get around this is you have two options. You can either use the mixture as a pre-poo and use it just before you actually shampoo your hair, or you can use it when you have a protective style in, like braids or twists, and this will help target your scalp because your scalp is kind of exposed in that particular style. So that's one way to get around the fact that it doesn't really work on a wash and go. That's what I found. It caused a lot of tangles and loosened or took out some of my curl definition, and then I also took it out with a brush. The next thing that nobody really talks about is what this smells like. Now, Bayrum is essentially aftershave for men, and it contains a lot of alcohol, so the smell is quite strong actually. And when I applied it to just one strand in the front of my hair, I did pick up the smell, but it didn't bother me as much as when I applied the mixture to my whole head. So the smell was quite overwhelming. It's not a bad smell, it's just a very strong smell that you can't help smelling all the time. And this is specifically the scent of the Bayrum. The bergamot essence has a very orange, citrusy smell, so that wasn't too bad, and then the placenta doesn't have a smell at all. So a way to get around this is to use the mixture more spread out rather than every day, to give the scent some time to disappear. Because I tested these ingredients individually and how they work in terms of hair growth individually, I know that the bergamot is the most effective for me when it comes to hair growth, and it's also one of the ingredients whose scent I don't mind. So what I think I'm gonna do actually is to continue to use the bergamot essence on its own. So that leads me to my third thing that nobody really talks about when it comes to this mixture. So I did this for 2 weeks, right? I didn't last the entire month. After 2 weeks I actually gave up because my hair was so matted by the time it was time for me to wash my hair. It just, like, I can't even explain it. I'll just show you guys what it looked like. This is what my hair looked like when it was time for me to wash my hair, and I had such a difficult wash day on this occasion. I actually ended up using like 5 or 6 products trying to get my hair to its usual state. So I first used the detangling pre-poo, then I tried the Scarlet Deep Conditioner. It did soften my hair, but I also then went in with conditioner on top of that just to soften my hair, because my hair was really hard, as if I had like a protein sensitivity or something like that. What I believe caused that could actually be the alcohol in the Bayrum. So if you think about it, since we've been sanitizing our hands so regularly, what happens to your hands when you apply alcohol to it every day, a few times a day? It gets really dry, right? So the same thing is happening to your hair when applying Bayrum so regularly. I didn't experience dryness with the bergamot essence, so once again it's even more reason for me to just stick to the bergamot essence, try that out on its own for a month, continue to use that and see the growth that I get, because I believe it was the Bayrum that dried my hair out, caused the knotting and matting in the back of my hair, and I had to do so much to recover from that. The lesson in all this for me is not to try these hair growth fads at the expense of my hair's health, right? So because of that, I'm stopping at the 2-week mark. I'm not going to continue with Bayrum specifically. I'm still going to try the bergamot essence, possibly at a later time when my hair has recovered a bit. And if you don't know anything about bergamot essence, check out this video where I tested it for a week and you'll see what I'm talking about.